Hello YouTube, this is Mandragora ES with his first ever and most excited for deck profile. This is Evilswarms by me. I've worked on this deck for over a year and a half now. I'm very confident, in fact, of all the proportions of all the cards and stuff that I use, and I'm sure that every card in this deck has a purpose and is useful for the game plan of how I play Evilswarms. I really love this deck. I hope you do too. So we'll start out with the main deck of, you run a lot of 3-ofs. Triple Mandragora, basically a Cyber Dragon, but for this deck. Special summon it when your opponent controls more monsters than you do. Really great. Really great for just getting bodies on the field. Triple Heliotrope because you run Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is the main engine of this deck. You don't need it to win, but it's really great to have Rescue Rabbit, and this is the main thing that you use for Rescue Rabbit. Triple Kirkion. Really great. Best card to just have in your hand after turn 1. Not really useful on turn 1, but for the rest of the battle is a really strong card. Banish an Evilswarm from your graveyard. Put one from the graveyard out on the field. Super great. Instant XYZ with itself. And then for first turns, you run 3 Caster, which gives you an extra normal summon of another Evilswarm in your hand. And then finally, 1 copy of Evilswarm Thunderbird. Stays on the field when you need him to stay on the field. Any effect is activated, it banishes itself, comes back during your next standby phase. Really great. I've tried running more than 1 Thunderbird, but it usually just doesn't work out because he doesn't contribute to the plan other than just staying on the field. So I only run 1. And then finally, for the last 6 monsters, you run 3 Rescue Rabbits and 3 Megalomasher for an extra target for your Rescue Rabbit, and also lets you make the super great Evilswarm XYZs. Really great, useful, fantastic even. On to spell cards, we run 2 Infestation Pandemics. Really great, protects your Evilswarm cards from spell and trap card effects for this turn. Searchable with Ophion. That's mainly what you use to search with Ophion, to protect your Ophion. 2 unexpected die for any of the extra normal monsters in your deck. Also just great to have. Triple Allure Darkness for draw, and 2 pots because you just run a bunch of 3-ofs. And then finally for spells, a Monster Reborn and a Reinforcement of the Army to get an instant caster. I used to run Soul Charge over Monster Reborn, but Monster Reborn is just better. You get your battle phase. You can pick something from your opponent's graveyard that's powerful if you can. Really great card. Onto the traps. 1 Infestation Infection. The other thing you'll search with Ophion. Lets you search for a Evilswarm card from your deck to your hand by putting one from your hand in the deck. 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. You use, if you have an Ophion on the field and you can make another one, just use this, make your opponent discard and destroy all their spell or traps, whichever one you choose, and for the next 3 turns, it makes them throw them away. Really great, use the first Ophion and then make the second Ophion and use this to get extra use out of that first Ophion. For the rest of the traps, you got all the Solemn Johnsons. You want to run all the Solemn Johnsons. They're all really great. Shout out to Rada. He made the joke first, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's hilarious, and I love him. And then the next and the last traps are Triple Anti-Spell Fragrance to slow down anything that, this is for going first, of course. Slow down the Pendulum, slow down pretty much everything. Everything runs spell cards. Really great for a stun control deck like this one. And then onto the side deck, I run 3 Gamma Seal for anything. This is for when you're going second. Anything that you can't just get rid of. Triple Ghost Ogre, an extra hand trap for when you're going second. Regeki, Dark Hole. Triple Twin Twister, in case you're going up against pendulums. This card is brand new. I love this card a lot. It's not brand new, but it's newer, and I love it. Called by the Grave. And then one infestation terminus, another thing to search with Ophion. It's not great, but it's good to just have as a secondary option. Target an Evilswarm monster you control and target, and then 2 cards your opponent controls, banish the first target, and if you do, return the second one to the hand. So it's good against, like, you know, anything you can't just destroy. It's a good just side tech card. I run 1. And then for the extra deck, of course, the fun part of this deck, because this is what you do, is you summon XYZ monsters. Evilswarm Ophion, of course, 2 copies of him. You don't really run 3 anymore, but super great. Your opponent can't special summon anything that's level 5 or higher, and he gets you a search by using one of his things, one of his materials. Really great card. 1 Bahamut for taking anything that they manage to get out on the field. Thanatos in case they have something that has some kind of battle effect. This is really good for Eater of Millions. Negate its effect and destroy it. Really great card. Evilswarm Ouroboros, you'll never make him. I just run him because I love him. He's too expensive really for what he does nowadays. He used to be real strong, but I love him still. I run 1. He can win you a game, you know, ban it, you know, bounce something from your opponent's monster field and then just attack and then you win. Basically, that's how you use him. And then, of course, like with any rank 4 deck, Utopia package, great. The 2 Evilswars that we were talking about for your dragons. I run Heartland Draco. It has won me games. You know, you just attack them directly and then you win. It's like your ultimate, just like finish them off card. Really great. Tornado Dragon for back row. Sky Blaster for anything you can't get over. Baguska for stun. And then Ga Samurai for, you know, just finishing them off. You know, get that big damage through. That is my Evilswarm deck. I love it a lot. I've worked on it a long time. I finally made the video. I took a whole like extra 2 months or whatever after making that first video to make sure that I got everything correct. I love this deck to death. I've you know, poured my heart into it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time playing it. If you want to copy it, you know, of course, the whole reason I'm putting it out there is so other people can play it. This is my favorite deck, so I hope you guys enjoy. Have a wonderful day. I'm not planning on making a whole huge number of videos ever, but if you guys enjoyed this, you know, like, subscribe in case I ever do. I don't really care. I just, you know, if you want to. You guys have a wonderful day. I've had a lot of fun making this. Enjoy. Bye-bye.